What India was in 1950s versus 40s versus 60s, you just need to go back and listen to those songs.
हम थे वो थी और समा रंगीन समझ गए ना पहुंच गए चीन समझ गए ना.
Music is memories, and when you are sitting on such a large repository of music, 130,000 songs is no mean joke here.
मम्मा क्या कर रही हो मम्मा? मम्मा
सुनो क्या चीज भेजी है, मस्त है.
It's no longer just a music company. It's literally a custodian of Indian culture and history.
सारेगामा कारवां, एक डिजिटल ऑडियो प्लेयर जिसमें स्टोर्ड हैं 5000 सदाबहार गाने इनबिल्ट स्पीकर्स के साथ.
Why did we launch Carvaan? Most of the people were finding it very, very difficult to access their favorite song of Guru Dat or a favorite song of Raj Kapoor or Mr. Bachchan.
रोते हुए आते हैं सब.
पहले तो बड़ा आसान होता था, कैसेट डाल देते थे, गाना चल जाता था. अभी बड़ा मुश्किल है आपका गाना मिल पाना. And we were wondering, our music was available on digital all across. Why were people finding it difficult to access music? Our entire focus is to give choice to the customer, is to transfer the control in the hands of the customer. But what we forgot, that as people start growing older, one, they don't want so much of control. Convenience starts becoming very, very important. Somebody said it very nicely to me in Kanpur. A lady told me, this lady was in her 60s. सुबह रेडियो ऑन कर देते थे विविध भारती पे, दिन भर रेडियो चलता था. उसी के साथ मैं खाना बनाती थी, ये उसी के साथ अपना मॉर्निंग का नाश्ता करके ऑफिस जाते थे. दोपहर में बच्चे पढ़ते भी उसी के साथ थे और शाम की चाय भी उसी के साथ होती थी. हमेशा घर के अंदर एक दोस्त की तरह कोई चीज़ पीछे चलती रहती थी. जब शाम को टीवी ऑन करना पड़ता था हवा महल के बाद, तब हम रेडियो बंद किया करते थे. For me, this was also my house. There was something magical about the fact that I did not have to control every moment which song that I want to hear next. मुझे choice नहीं करनी. Can you please turn the music on and let the music play without me intervening in this every 5 minutes? That's what Carvaan is. So Carvaan's proposition is not music, about the convenience of listening to music. Initial Carvaan that we people launched as a prototype had touch buttons in the front. Because everybody uses touch buttons, all our phones are touch phones now. We went out there with the prototype to a customer who just rejected it outright. Somebody said this, अरे पता ही नहीं चलता है मैं बटन दबा नहीं दबा. We realized that it's not about, because technology told us, this is the latest thing, you need to do that. Customer told us, no, I'm very happy to get that tactile feel of pressing something and getting a push so that I know whether I press the button or not. And we were always very, very clear, Carvaan is targeted at 35 to 40 plus generation. Carvaan is not targeted at an 18-year-old. And we needed to do everything which is true to that audience.
Hey, bol baby bol, bol bol bol, mere sang dol, are duniya hai gol.
Vivid Bharati, we never knew in 60s and 70s अगला गाना झुमरी तलैया से कौन सा डिमांड होगा और क्या बजाया जाएगा. There was magic in that. Suddenly you heard a song that you have not heard since a long, long time. That's what Carvaan has done. In Carvaan, we have ensured right now there is no playlisting happening. There is a complete randomness that nobody can predict that which song is going to come out next. So if you are a huge Kishore Da fan, Javed Saab fan, Pancham Da fan, you just move to their channel and after that leave it. For next 24 hours, in some cases 36 hours, songs will just keep on playing non-stop randomly.
आप अपने मूड के हिसाब से भी म्यूजिक सुन सकते हैं. सैड,
लंबी जुदाई,
इंस्ट्रूमेंटल,
तुमने ये तो बताया नहीं, इसमें अमीन सयानी की गीतमाला भी है। सो जाओ।
And that's what is the success mantra of Carvaan. Be surprised to know, in a world where in India there are very few people who are paying for music apps today, Carvaan, in spite of being priced, the base Carvaan is at 6,000 rupees and then goes higher, has sold close to 2.5 million units already in this country.
After a great success of Carvaan, Saregama brings to you Saregamacarvaan Go. Yes, Carvaan Go is a portable and extremely lightweight music player, preloaded with 3,000 evergreen Hindi songs.
We did it in Hindi, then we started getting feedback right now, why don't you end up doing the same stuff right now in multiple languages? So we launched Tamil version, Bengali version, Marathi version, Punjabi version, and they all started meeting with success.
Carvaan Mini is here. This cool and modern Bluetooth speaker allows you to carry your songs wherever you go.
A lot of corporates have these junior sales executives who go from city to city to meet the various dealers. So they travel a lot. I remember doing some work with them and somebody commented that, listen, हम जब भी जाते हैं वो अकेले होटल रूम में रहना पड़ता है, फिर अगर साथ में कोई म्यूजिक प्लेयर हो जहाँ पे हमारे फेवरेट गाने पड़े हुए हों, it will be great. That was the reason why we people launched Carvaan Mini. So Carvaan Mini is not giving you 5,000 songs. Carvaan Mini ends up giving you 351 songs only, the biggest 351 songs that Saregama has. Plus it also doubles up as a Bluetooth speaker.
Carvaan Mini Kids. इसमें है preloaded rhymes, stories, learning और mantras.
We converted one of our chota Carvaan, which is Carvaan Mini, into a Carvaan Mini Kids, which is targeted only at the kids in the age group of 1 to 8, 1 to 9 years old. It's got nursery rhymes, it's got lots of stories, it's got kids songs, it's got mantras, everything which can allow a child to get entertained without using his eyes but only his ears or her ears, which allows creativity to go back and flow in a very big fashion.
टाइम आ गया है अपने अंदर के किशोर या रफी को जगाने का, बाथरूम सिंगिंग से बड़ी महफिल में गाने का।
यार कारवा बहुत अच्छा है आपका, हम सुनते हैं 6-7 घंटे रोज, बट वो कुछ साथ में गाने का मौका मिल जाए. That's why this entire version of Carvaan Karaoke came out, so that you can sing at home with the lyrics coming out there on the screen of Carvaan itself.
बस डायल घुमाइए और अपने मन पसंद आर्टिस्ट सेलेक्ट कीजिए, चाहे रफी साहब,
मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला,
या किशोर दा,
लड़की भीगी भागी,
या लता दीदी, और चुने हुए आर्टिस्ट के गाने सुनिए नॉन स्टॉप.
ये जो आप बड़ा नॉब देख रहे हैं कारवां के ऊपर, इस नॉब को जब आप टर्न करते हैं तो जैसे आप मूव कर रहे थे बैठे हुए आर.डी. बर्मन साहब से एस.डी. बर्मन साहब पे, वैसे ही मूव करते करते यू विल मूव टू पॉडकास्ट. अंडर पॉडकास्ट हमने क्या डाला हुआ है? वी हैव भगवद गीता ऑन डिमांड, वी हैव रामायण ऑन डिमांड, वी हैव गुरबानी ऑन डिमांड, वी हैव कुरान ऑन डिमांड, वी ऑल्सो हैव बाय द वे नर्सरी राइम्स ऑन डिमांड. कुछ नहीं करना आपको, सिर्फ इस नॉब को टर्न करना है. And that content starts for you automatically. It also has a whiskey appreciation class. It has got a wine appreciation class going in. It has got parenting advice also sitting in. There is all the time latest news also that you can get out of Editor G. What are we doing? हमने वही simplicity कारवां की अब podcast के concept में डाल दी है. Customer doesn't understand podcast. Customer will say ये station बर्मन साहब का है और ये स्टेशन लेटेस्ट न्यूज़ का है, और फिर नॉब चेंज कर दी तो यहाँ पे मुझको लेटेस्ट मेरे बच्चों को कुछ ना कुछ नया मिल जाता है. एक स्टेशन नए गानों पे डाल दिया है, एक स्टेशन नए पंजाबी गानों पे डाल दिया है, डेडिकेटेड स्टफ पड़ा हुआ है, सो दैट व्हेन यू गो होम और व्हेन यू स्टार्ट योर डे. Carvaan has heard a lot in fact between 6 to 8:30 in the morning. Lot of place times right now, the initial morning cooking happens in most homes with Carvaan. आप उस समय अपनी नॉब टर्न कर दीजिए और आपका पसंदीदा या तो गाना शुरू हो जाएगा या पॉडकास्ट शुरू हो जाएगा.
डम डिगा डिगा मौसम भीगा भीगा, बिन पिए मैं तो गिरा मैं तो गिरा मैं तो गिरा, हाय अल्लाह.
Innovation, newer concepts, new content is more about anthropology than technology. Yes, there's always a commercial interest behind everything, but there's a larger interest that we are talking about here. Is that can we introduce today's generation to the gem sound written by Sahir Sahab, to the gems written by Anand Bakshi Saab. Because this generation, today's people who are today's teens may not have been exposed to it. With Carvaan running in the background at home by dad or granddad, children are getting exposed to this music, and we are already getting that feedback. You're already seeing a revival of retro music within the country. All that is literally music to our ears, pun intended.
सारेगामा कारवां, इस तोहफे में है कई गाने और कुछ यादें।
वो सुबह कभी तो आएगी, इन काली सदियों के सर से, जब रात का आंचल ढलकेगा, जब दुख के बादल पिघलेंगे, जब सुख का सागर छलकेगा, जब अंबर झूम के नाचेगा, जब धरती नगमे गाएगी, वो सुबह कभी तो आएगी।
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.